All right, hey, Shalom Akyam. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai, Ba'Hashem Rakah Kwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And we are the Hebrew Israelites, which consists of the Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, West Indians, and Haitians. And according to the Holy Scriptures, we're God's chosen people. Shalom to all the beloved brethren out there, pushing this knowledge and sincerity and truth. Shalom to the few sisters, and shalom to Israelite foreigners who are scattered abroad. And what you're looking at is a true depiction of who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ, whose real name in Hebrew is Yahweh Shai. All right. And what you're looking at is a true depiction of who the world ignorantly called God, who the world ignorantly called Jehovah, whose real name in the Hebrew is Yahweh. Where you call upon the Most High and His Son, you must say Yahweh Ba'Hashem. Yahweh Shai, Yahweh means he to be or he is. Ba'Hashem means in the name, and Yahweh Shai means he delivers. All right, giving all praises to Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai. I want to say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, and Tawadi Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai for another blessed day. Tawadi Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai for the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Tawadi Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai for all you beloved brethren out there, pushing this knowledge in sincerity and truth, and Tawadi Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai for giving me this opportunity. All right, coming back at you another lesson through the Holy Spirit. And on the wake, as you can see, what's going on, these different protesting that's going on against Israel. And you have a lot of the people of the land are leaving because what's going on over there in the land of Israel is all according to biblical prophecy. Because who are the real Jews? Who are the true people of the Most High? Those people in that land, they do not fit the biblical prophecies. The Bible is your fact checker. Okay? It's the fact checker broken down to you the right way through the Holy Spirit. You must have the Holy Spirit. It has to be dwelling with you. It has to be in you. If it's not in you, you're going to have a lot of mishaps, a lot of messed up breakdowns, and but ultimately the elect will obtain it and the rest shall be blinded. So I'm going to go into some prophecies today. And of course, I have a video and documentations to prove who are the real Jews according to the Holy Scriptures, which consists of the Negroid tribes, starting over the so-called African Americans, the head tribe Judah, the so-called West Indians, and the so-called Haitians. Those are the real Jews according to the Holy Scriptures, according to prophecy, according to our lineage, man. Plain and simple. Okay? But the nation of Israel consists of the Negroid tribes, the Spanish-speaking tribes, and the native tribes. You gotta remember these languages that we have, that we're speaking today, those aren't our native tongues. Our native tongue is the Lashon Kodash, the Hebrew. Okay? The proper Hebrew. Okay? So I'm going to jump right into it. Revelations 12:1. And I must say, by us, myself been in this thing, over 10 years now, using the blue letter, these subheadings have not been there. And the beloved apostles and the elders, and with us as well, has been broken it down just like these subheadings. So yeah, man. Somebody got to be the prophets, okay? I just want to point that out. So the subheadings are on point. So Revelation 12:1, and there appeared a great wonder in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun and the moon. Hold on for a second. All right, I'm going to read that again. Revelation 12:1, Salakia. And there appeared a great wonder in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun and the moon, under her feet, and upon her head a crown of 12 stars. So this is John the Revelator seeing a prophecy unfolded in front of him. So that woman represents the nation of Israel, all right, clothed with the sun and the moon. In this particular case, the sun and the moon represents wisdom, and the sun represents wisdom, and the moon represents understanding, okay? Under her feet and upon her head a crown of 12 stars, which represents the 12 tribes of Israel. Okay. Then you go to verse 2. And she being with child cried, travailing in birth and pain to be delivered. So it represents the birth of Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ, because there was a lot of drama based upon his birth, because there was a false Jew sitting in the seat ruling over Israel during the time of his birth under Herod the Tetrarch. Okay, so it was what you call a omen appeared in the sky, which they call a star, which is a chariot, and those wise men told him what was going on, but he wanted to find out where that child was being born because he wanted to kill him. But prior to that, all right, Herod the Tetrarch was killing a lot of babies in the land of Israel and Judea before the birth of Yahweh Shai. He tried to kill the Messiah. So that links up with that Matthews 11 and 12, that the kingdom of heaven suffered great violence, and Rachel weeping for her children. All right, represents the tribe of Benjamin, which is which is one of the tribes of one of the southern tribes, which is a Jew. Benjamin is a Jew as well. Well, you say one of the Jewish tribes, but we're not Jewish. You understand what I'm saying? One of the southern tribes. Okay. And on verse 3, and there appeared another one in heaven, a great red dragon, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and 7 crowns upon his head. This great red dragon back then represents that Roman Empire. So when you do your research, during the time of Rome, the Roman Empire rulership, it was predominantly only 3 main tribes that were around during the Roman Empire. Our northern brothers and sisters were already over here, what you call the Americas today, since 724 BC. All right. So that great red dragon represents the Roman Empire. When you go into the breakdown of the 7 heads, you're dealing with the Greeks, the Romans, Germania Minor, Germania Major, the Spanish, the French, and the British. And the 10 horns represents the 10 common markets back then, which is the Ostrogoths, the Visigoths, the Franks, the Vandals, the Anglo-Saxons, the Lombards, etc., etc., what would you call today NATO. Okay? And did cast them, verse 3, and there appeared another one in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and 7 crowns upon his heads. Okay? And his tail drew the 3rd part of the stars of heaven, dealing with the 3 main tribes back then, and cast them down to the earth. That's dealing with what? 70 AD. 70 AD. So we're going to link that up with Luke 21. All right. Let me start Luke 21, verse 20. I'm going to start at verse 19. Luke 21 and verse 19. Because during the time of the Messiah's ministry was during the Roman Empire. The 3 main tribes were the only one around that time. It says, in your patience possess he your souls, when he shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies. 70 AD. The Vespasian dynasty. The main one that brought it to us was Titus, under what you call it was a Jake that they really used to what's his name, Julius Tiberius. They used to really to conquer us, our own. When he shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies, then know that the desolation thereof is nigh. And let them which are in Judea flee to the mountains. Let them which are in the midst of it depart out. And let not them that are in the countries enter therein. So a great scattering happened. A great scattering happened to the Jews. So when you link this back up in verse 4, and his tail right? Drew the third part of the stars of heaven, this cast them to the earth. It was a great scattering, a great destruction happened to those tribes. All right, which a lot of us fled into northern Africa, into the west coast of Africa, into Europe, etc. And the dragon stood before the woman, which was ready to be delivered, for to devour her child as soon as it was born. So it is dealing with what happened during the time of the birth of Yahweh Shai. Because even his parents, because it kind of jumps around, his parents had to flee from Herod into Egypt because you had a lot of Jews living in Egypt at that time. Okay? So going back to Luke 21, and when he shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies, then know that the desolation draweth nigh. 70 A.D. Okay? So the three main stars, going back to verse 4, is dealing with Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. Okay? So we're going down to verse 5. And she brought forth a man-child, the Messiah, Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, dealing with his mother, who was to rule all nations with a rod of iron. So this is going to take place in the future. His kingdom shall be an everlasting kingdom, and the child was caught up to God into the throne, dealing with, he had to die on the cross, and he got abducted. And the woman fled into the wilderness. Here's the point. The woman represents Israel, and the wilderness represents the Jews fleeing into the west coast of Africa, into the interiors of Africa, and into North Africa, Salaki on that, and Europe, different places. All right? That's that time frame, 70 AD. Okay? And the woman fled into the wilderness, where she had a place prepared of God, that they should feed her for 1,203 score days. So eventually, us fleeing into the interiors of Africa, the west coast of Africa, slavery happened. That's where it says a place prepared for her. And the majority of the Negroid tribes got put on cargo slave ships and came into the Americas, North, Central, and South America. All right? So that represents our slavery, the latter end of this verse. So now, who are the real Jews? Let's check out the European map makers documented scattered Israelites in West Africa. Oh boy.
European mapmakers document scattered Israelites in West Africa.
Emmanuel Bowen, a UK cartographer, designed this map and allotted this little space to the biblical people of Judah in West Africa. This map can be found in the library of Yale University. MMO, London-based cartographer, allotted this portion of Guinea to the same people and attached the following note. I am credibly informed that a country about 100 leagues north of the coast of Guinea is inhabited by white men, or at least a different kind of people from the blacks, who wear clothes and have use of letters, make silk, and some of them keep the Sabbath. This map can be found in the library of Princeton University. Johann Matthias Hayes, a German cartographer, indicated that they will have a larger real estate. His map can be found in the archives of Stanford University. Homenes, another German cartographer, agrees. He allots the entire region of Guinea to the people of Judah. His map can be found in the Library of Congress, USA. These and many maps were provided by Europe's finest cartographers, who provided direction to aid the European slave trade and colonial project.
Yup. So now you could go online and look this up yourself, because it doesn't make sense. Those people living in the land, you could type in, all of a sudden my internet went a trip. You could type in Negro land map, and then you go to maps itself. Due to the fact the Mosai, what the hell? Due to the fact, not maps, images, I'm tripping. All right, due to the fact Yahweh Shai created the internet, now you can find these things online. Because you know the different universities, they are mentioning, a lot of us ain't go there. You know, Negro land, Guinea, the Kingdom of Benin. All right, one beloved brother, gotta shout him out, man. Ella Kazak did a video on this years ago. Years ago, man. So, who are the real Jews? All right? Not only the west coast of Africa, different. We got Jakes in South Africa today, Northern Africa. You could tell by their spirit. So you could look this up yourself online. But we linking everything through the scriptures, biblical prophecy. So that's when it started. 70 AD. This is a better map of it. You can zoom in and zoom out. And it shows you all that. It shows you all that, man. Okay? So that's where a lot of us so-called Negroes, West Indians, and Haitians, our ancestors fled to because of biblical prophecy. So, who are the real Jews? Those people in the land are not the real Jews. So, Lord willing, is an edifying lesson to the very elect, and Shalom.